Hi, it's Janice Tuck here, and today in today's Music Teachers Q&A, I want to address something that I know is a really hot issue for some music teachers out there. Now, this question comes from Danae in Minnesota, USA, and she writes, "My admin wants me to address multicultural music every day in the music classroom. How do I address two different cultures of music in each and every lesson?" Now, believe it or not, this is not an uncommon question. And the reason is that because multiculturalism is a major part of nearly every national curriculum document that I have read recently from the USA, the UK, and even of my country of Australia. So I just have two tips for you today, and then I want to hear your ideas on what you do in this area to cover the syllabus and also to inspire your students. The first resource you should be looking towards is YouTube. Now, this should be really obvious, I know, but it's probably your #1 resource at the moment in this area. And thankfully, most schools are now recognizing that YouTube is a vital resource and they're not blocking it anymore. But if your school still blocks YouTube for any reason, you can always download the videos for offline use at home and take them to school with you. The technical way to do this varies depending on what system you're on, so I'll share a link or two below to help you with that. Now, what I would do is simply find YouTube videos of performances for a weekly listening activity and give them to the class and have the students fill in a listening journal or listening log. It depends on their ability level, of course. And I'll share a link or two below to a Fun Music Company listening log template that you can use if you wish as well. The second suggestion I have for you is that you find live musicians in your local area who represents music from a different culture, and you bring them in for a performance. Now, I don't know about your area, but in Australia we have a vast number of performing groups that go out to schools, and you can find everything from African drumming groups to Indonesian gamelan orchestras. Often there will be groups from the local universities that can come out if you ask them to. And of course, you're going to have to pay them, but what an experience it is for the children to actually see live musicians performing on real instruments from other cultures. Now that is a cultural experience. And if you back that up with a few lessons about the culture before and after, then you'll be able to really cover your syllabus requirements and you'll be giving a truly special experience for those children. So if your admin wants you to cover multicultural music, then ask them to come up with the dollars to make that happen. I know it's going to be well worth it for your students. Now, I'll pop a link below for a fantastic agency that does this in Australia. And if anyone else knows of any people internationally who have multicultural performing groups or schools, then please do put them in the comment box below. Now, speaking of the comments box below, I do want to hear from you now. What do you do to address multiculturalism in your classroom? How do you inspire the kids in this area? And how do you stop it from becoming boring? I'd love to hear your input on this topic, so you know what to do. Fill it in the comment box right now, and I'll see you next time on Music Teachers Q&A.